Just a short video on how to strengthen your grip and how to practice. And I'm using just a wheel and just something that spins. And so I'm practicing racket facing down a little bit and just going forward, getting the wheel to spin. It's a great way of strengthening your arm. It's a great way of practicing. You can do this both on the backhand or the forehand, depending on which side you want to use. And then what I can do next is I can also set up a stand here where I have a ball on it, and now I can just practice the wheel and hitting the ball at the same time, going right through. And so oftentimes I wonder exactly what they mean by lag, but I know that this is a great way to practice the flashlight concept that so many talk about, having that flashlight point at the opponent or where your ball is going to go. And so it's just a great way of practicing strength in your wrist, practicing getting your racket facing downward more and then going forward. And so it's a great way of practicing. And so here I'm practicing left-handed forehands, trying to build up my strength on the left-hand side. If I want to, I can switch sides, practice the right-hand side, and I can practice a little bit more with my racket head facing down a little bit. And so it's a great way of practicing. I imagine if I put the wheel a different way, I could have my racket even more down, which would be probably would be good. And so here's a great way of practicing. And I was listening to Oscar Wagner the other day. He talked about the importance of the finish. And so it's good to get tips from the pros and that teach. And so here I'm practicing with the wheel. And so it's a great way, the wheel to the ball. The wheel to the ball, follow through. Always finish where you start. And so it's a great way to practice. I hope this is helpful. It's just a simple way of practicing with a wheel and pushing forward and coming through. And so I try to find different ways that kind of keep me enthusiastic about practicing during the winter season. I hope you have a little place a space that you can practice with. I know I have a lot of tennis stuff here in this room. In fact, probably too much. I got to weed out a little bit, like a garden. And so here I'm practicing. And so I hope you find this helpful. I can practice both right-handed and left-handed. And whatever I do on one side of the body, I always want to practice on the other side of the body to keep balance. And so a lot of times I think injuries come because we use one side of the body instead of working on both sides of the body. So if you want to keep more balanced, I would suggest, and also yourself free from more injuries, practice both right-handed and left-handed. And for some unknown reason that you get hurt, perhaps if you play left-handed, you can play right-handed, or if you play right-handed, then you can switch over to play left-handed. And so it's a great way of keeping strong and keeping your hand-eye coordination. I hope this is helpful. I hope you find ways to practice in the off-season, especially in Wisconsin. If I was in Florida, I'd be in the court.